Jim Long looking for a treble 19. Doesn't manage it, but it's a big
56.
outshot.
Jamie require 160.
I'm not sure I can call it a long shot. People might get confused. But the shot's on. Oh, unlucky. Brushed off the barrel.
140.
It was a really good effort, that one. You
Jimmy
could just see the
requires
slight
60.
deflection. I think it was on course. Bit of material in the way there for Jamie Kelling. But it's 2 darts at top for Jim Long.
Game
This is
shot on the
something we
first
haven't really
leg.
spoken
Jim
about this
Long.
week. How good Jim Long's finishing is.
As I say, rather unique, intimate atmosphere, a different way of experiencing darts, but always with some top quality tungsten on that stage.
97.
Dartshop.tv is the website.
I don't know if you saw Jim Long there, but I actually like what I saw. Jamie Kelling missed and
41.
reacted
Jimmy
again in a
requires
negative
76.
way. Jim Long was just looking at him, and a smile like the Grinch just slowly appeared across his face.
Game shot on the
Silky
third
smooth
leg.
stuff this
Jim
from
Long.
Jim. Gets underway after this with Fallon Sherrock meeting Barry Van Peer. Sorry, Fallon Sherrock MBE.
$133.
It's that lovely there for Jamie Kelling, and that's unfortunate. When things aren't going right, things like that happen.
Gives it the sarcastic
80.
thumbs up.
Jimmy require 111.
But he'll have to be saying to himself, chin up after this one, because Jim Long is just doing what he wants. He can still take this out. Treble 18 would leave the bullseye. Not to be.
So an opportunity here for Jamie Kelling,
require
who's yet to have
106.
a double in this match. He only needs 1 treble. But it would be a dart at the ball. He's not even going to get that. This has not been
42.
the settler he would have been hoping for.
Jimmy requires 68.
Jim Long hasn't missed a dart at double in this game. 3 out of 3. He's going to get 1 more for a flawless finishing display.
Game,
in it
shots,
goes. 4
and the
out
match,
of 4.
Jim
4-0.
Long.
And Jim Long is off the mark in the most emphatic fashion.
I think best performance is the best way of putting that, because every time she needed something, she got it. She was always in control.
128.
Always just a step ahead
Barry
of Lee
require
Budgeon in that match.
126.
But fair play to Lee Budgeon. He came from nowhere to put himself in a position of actually winning the group.
Barry Van Peer, who ended up finishing 3rd in that tight group. He's not going to get a go at the ball.
98.
So it's a chance for Fallon Sherrock to
required
draw
32.
first blood in this first Group 2
Game shot on the first leg.
fixture.
Fallon Sherrock.
She does exactly that. She
require
is this time, but it will be interesting
132.
if he does, because it's a big finish. Did attempt it. Sign of respect, you might say, to Fallon Sherrock. He thinks that she's more than capable.
92. Fallon
taking this
require
out.
146.
She might. It is, in fact, a finish she has already taken out this week. She took that out in Group A.
110.
Well, all she can do
Berry
this time is
required
leave it
40.
handy. But it won't matter if Berry breaks here. Did have a game last night where he could not hit a double for love nor money. He's 1 out of 1. He's missed. He misses again. And
No
Fallon
score.
Sherrock will get the opportunity.
Fallon, you
That was
require
a problem
36.
for Van Peer last night. When he had 3 in hand at doubles, he was missing a little bit too frequently.
Game shot on the third leg.
And Sherrock
Fallon Sherrock.
takes advantage. 2-1. It might not have been 1 as quickly as it has come if Fallon didn't achieve what she did. But this is a proper battle this, between
134.
2 decent darts players,
Berry
isn't it?
required 28.
Well, we've been speaking about 12 darters, and 12 as the number of darts thrown in most of these legs, and we're looking at this one again, 12 thrown to leave the double. But Fallon just tapping him on the shoulder, leaving that 76. Didn't want to come inside there. He's not got an opportunity.
score.
Fallon Sherrock,
Fallon, you require 76.
76. This is for the match.
Game,
And
shot,
the match is
and the
won
match.
by
Fallon
Fallon
Sherrock.
Sherrock. Maybe the 180 from Taylor has sparked him into life. Frustratingly, the best leg that
140.
Kelling's had all evening is been superseded by that of his opponent.
57.
Just leave a
Scott, you
finish, but it's
require
the biggest
85.
one you can possibly hit on the dartboard, the 170. You might not get a shot. This
Game
is for
shot
an
on the
11
second
darter,
leg.
Scott Taylor.
Scott Taylor.
When you're throwing an 11 darter with the darts, well, there's nothing you can do about that
Third
other than
leg, it's Jamie
perfection.
to throw.
Will he get a dart at double? He won't unless Taylor
57.
squanders opportunities
Scott, you
here.
require 40.
It's 3 at tops. And one more.
No
Can't
score.
find it. So Kelling for the first time
Jamie
tonight
requires 60.
should, barring an absolute disaster, get a go at a double.
He's been struggling with the height of darts, going high and low.
Game shot on the
Not
third
struggling
leg.
with that one on tops.
Jamie Kelly.
He's just so solid and consistent.
105.
Consistent at that high level.
140. Jamie requires 76.
To stay in it. This time he's just trying to compose himself. And
Game
it
shot
works
on
a
the
treat.
fifth
And we get a
leg.
little bit
Jamie
of
Kelly.
a roar, I would say, of relief there from Jamie Kelling. He's clinging on to the cliff edge.
Scott, you require
Said he
146.
can go 20 ball because Scott Taylor's on such a big finish that maybe he could have thought about not doing.
58.
It would have been a risk and a gamble. We have
Jamie
seen
required
it used
38.
successfully. We've seen people get punished in the past.
I think some players might have thought about splitting with the second
No
dart
score.
there. Look, right in the way.
Scott, you require 88.
Maybe if he gets another chance, he'll split with the first. But will he get another chance? It's 18 for the bullseye.
Game,
Scott Taylor
shot, and the match.
to kill off Kelly
Scott Taylor.
and take himself through to the semi-finals at the Super Series once again.
How can we make this better rather than change?
We've just seen him
47.
firing a
Very
rapid
require
maximum.
155.
Didn't get down to a finish. Vampire is on one, but it is an enormous one. Treble 20. Well, treble 19 first.
139. Alec, you require 112.
Bit of a rare plan to go that way. Very Vampire, but he has been doing some strange things,
38.
hasn't he? And it just makes me
Very
wonder if the
requires
second dart might have
60.
been heading for the 48 in his mind there.
I'm not even going to attempt to work out or guess the routes Berry Vampire might go for checkouts in this game.
Game shot on the
That
first
one's a little
leg.
bit simpler.
Very
That was just
Vampire.
double four. He wanted 8. We know what he needed there, and he delivered.
6 darts from here at least.
And it's key to remember we are judging Berry by Berry
94.
standards. We're not saying he's played terribly by any stretch of the imagination. Group A, the average 88.26. Group
100.
B,
Very required
87.91.
52.
So he's been averaging about 88 for the week, which on some weeks is more than enough
Game
to
shot
win
on
the
the third
title.
leg. Berry Vampire.
Well, the leg goes the way of the Dutchman.
Multiple mistakes for Alex Small to get back into this one.
And it puts him in a perilous position.
79.
Could have gone for the bullseye with the last dart. Decided to set up instead. And he's come back very well tonight. Berry Vampire's done exactly what he
100.
needed to do. He's one dart
Berry
away
required
from
32.
qualifying for the semi-finals.
Double 16. After just 12 darts thrown. Shuffles across to open it up. There's a lot of material in the way there. Goes right across to the
No
right-hand
score.
side of the hockey. And he's unable
Alex
to convert
required
the opportunity. We
160.
said he's going to need to make mistakes and multiple of them. That was one. But the key word in that was multiple. He will
56.
get another opportunity.
Berry required 32.
So this, a real turnaround. Beaten 4-2 by Fallon Sherrock in his opener this evening.
Game,
But Berry
shot,
bounces back
and the match.
and
Berry
sees off
Vampire.
Small with a big win, 4-1. So emphatic, in fact, that it is enough to secure his semi-final spot. Mega treble 18.
86. Scott, you require 126.
Well, Jim Long hasn't missed a dart double yet tonight.
48.
It was 4 from 4
Jim, you require 24.
in that first match against Kelling.
No score.
But he's missed 3
Scott, you require
at
78.
1 double. Oh, it's the Scott Taylor effect. We forgot to factor that in. People miss against Taylor.
72.
Maybe it's the weight of the name
Jim, you
Taylor.
require 24.
Maybe Phil's done him a hand over all those years. Imagine that, Jim Long texting home. Saying,
Game shot on the
"I've just beat
second
Taylor."
leg. Jim Long.
In that room when I mentioned the 4-0 win in the final against Andy Bolton last time, his face really lit
97.
up. He does want to draw on that and sort of ride that wave of happy memories here at the Motor Super Series.
I believe they are friends with each other as well. I believe they used to sit together on the Pro Tours.
131.
So
Scott,
his
you
face might have lit
require
up because maybe he thinks Andy
150.
Bolton's watching and he liked the fact that you just reminded him of it. Double 15.
Game shot on the
What a
fourth leg.
fantastic finish there from Scott Taylor. He said, write me off at your peril.
Well, it's happening for Scott Taylor tonight. Although he's just said to Jim
47.
Long, I don't fancy
Jim, you
you to take
require
out the 145.
145.
Didn't go the bull route.
Dangerous tactic as well, because Jim Long's been taking these sort of shots out. Needs another treble. Will not find it. So he's got to set up. and hope that
93.
Scott Taylor's going
Scott,
to
you
do
require
what people have
40.
been doing with him.
Game shots.
And
the match.
is exactly
Scott
what
Taylor.
he does. Taylor takes Jim Long apart in that one. A 4-1 success to top Group 1. And Bolton
Needs a treble 20 to have a poke at the ball. But it's a 3-dart combination as well for Alex
58.
Small, despite being
Alex
31
required
points better
99.
in terms of numbers. He's going to need to find a treble or a couple of doubles. There's one.
Game
And
shot on
there's
the
the
first
other.
leg.
What a
Alex
start to this
Small.
match for Alex Small. That's a 15-dart leg, holder throw. Bar for you isn't going to 4. It's lowered. And with that, you'll then start overthinking certain situations. Like, I've got the
140.
throw here. Although, if she has been thinking she's got the throw here, she's using it very well.
85.
180,
Fallon, you require
140,
41.
140.
double 16 for an 11-dart leg.
9.
Remember, Alex Small can only afford to lose one leg. It looks like this one is lost.
Take many
98.
mistakes here from
Fallon, you
Fallon
require
Sherrick. She's going to get
32.
6 darts from this point.
Game shot on the second leg.
Doesn't need any
Fallon
more than 2.
Sherrick.
That is the one leg that Alex Small is able to lose. That life has gone.
2 180s. Really good stuff from her, but she's trailing the game. And if she loses this leg, that's when
140.
suddenly Small becomes favourite for a place in the semi-finals. But again, she's put herself in a
98.
position
Fallon, you require 140.
where it's all in her control.
Another one of those. Leaves the double 10 after missing the opportunities to get the job done.
130.
That would have been some way to do it. And this is the problem with these sort of games. You play mini matches because then she'll be thinking, if I don't get this, Alex have got the throw to knock me out.
125. Fallon, you
Little
require
scenarios
10.
become so big.
She's missed another opportunity there. Could
6.
not afford to go inside, and the opening is there again
Alex
for Small.
require 93.
Is something incredible unfolding here. Double 7.
Game
It's
shot on
in.
the fourth leg.
Wow.
Alex Small.
Alex Small.
It was getting nervy and edgy. They're putting that aside.
130.
This
Fallon, you
has to
require
go, you feel, the way Alex
125.
Small is taking these out. He's yet to miss a dart at a double in this match. He should be getting
65.
2 to win it.
Alex require
Fallon's
56.
had her chances. She's missed big chances. Small has his.
Game shot
and he takes
and the match.
his. And he
Alex
turns it
Small.
around in the end. Well, I was going to tell you that Scott Taylor's averaging around the 90 mark for the evening, but Matthew Eggers just told me that's irrelevant. Alex Moore's averaging around 83. It could be irrelevant, but a stat that I think could be relevant. Scott Taylor, decent checkout percentage, 8 out of 21.
43.
Alex
Scott,
Moore,
you require 76.
5 out of 7.
This is what I mean when it's all down to who can hold that together in that
52.
bottle. We look at Alex Moore's last
Alex
game when he played Fallon Sherrick. He
142.
actually was 6 points down on the averages, but still managed to win that game because that was one game just like this
16.
one. It all comes down to those
Scott, you
moments.
require
of
24.
bottle.
Yeah, reeled off checkouts of 99 and 93 in that brilliant win. Taylor looking at a simple
Game
double
shot
12
on the first leg.
hitting it
Scott Taylor.
to get the first leg in the ledger in the first semi-final. Fine margins, you get those matches where one leg can make all the difference, and then that leg can lead to
134.
pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Taylor is taking great strides here. He knows how to win on this
94.
stage on Saturday night.
Scott, you
The
require
brilliant Boltonian
113.
double top.
Game shot on the
it's
second
fabulous,
leg.
It's fantastic.
Scott Taylor.
It's clinical from Scott Taylor.
Scott, you
Quaid is
require
relying on Scott
95.
Taylor missing, which would not be a good tactic based on what we've seen so far. Another in that bed.
57.
Missed match dart.
Alec requires
These are
72.
the shots he was taking out in that game against Fallon Sherrick when he was only getting one dart or a double at the end of a combination. He's got to move across to go around that one.
52.
And that might be the last dart
Scott,
he
you
throws
require
this week
38.
in the Super Series.
Double 19
Game shot
is found
and the
by Scott
match.
Taylor.
Scott
Who is on the
Taylor.
march at the Modus Super Series.
As well as he's been starting games all week. And that is why my notes are screwed up. Because this is a completely different environment
136.
to everything that has come before it.
Yeah, another thing that I spoke about with Barry Van Peer was that experience of just winning this year, winning matches, winning tournaments, and not often do you
59.
play your best
Barry, you
all
require
the time
75.
in doing that, and he's got that familiar feeling, and winning, they say, breeds winning. And
Game
he's
shot
won
on
the
the
first
first
leg
leg.
of this
Barry Van
semi-final.
Peer.
To represent his home nation of Canada. Although the flag is actually 2 red and 1 white stripe.
180.
With a maple leaf on there, and 3 of those flights on the end of darts in the treble 20. This 180 might count for something.
60.
It
Jim,
leaves
you
him on a
require
finish, and it
116.
secures him 2 visits to take that finish out, which he will need. Could go bull, treble 18 maybe.
51.
Bullseye was a decision.
Once again,
65.
it's looking
Jim,
like
you
another
require
comfortable holder
65.
throw for the man throwing first.
Game
double
shot on the fourth leg. Jim Long.
He's giving it the drum roll. Is he thinking too much?
I think so. He's been far too deliberate this entire leg. But he's got a dart. It is one dart. It's at tops. It's for the match.
$34.
And it's missed for the match. And
Jimmy
after Jim
requires
Long's
72.
long wait, he now gets his opportunity. Another in there. Leaves him on tops. Opponent has missed the match dart. Long gets one.
52.
And he's missed as well.
And I just think his rhythm was disturbed there. He dropped the dart in his
Barry
hand and had
required
to reset.
40.
Could be a disappointing way to end there for Jim Long. But it's going to be a long wait, you feel. Barry Van Peer just trying to get settled in the moment. Just trying to control that heart rate.
Game
And in the
shot.
end,
And the match.
It was worth the wait
Barry Van
for
Peer.
Barry Van Peer, who wins 4-3 in a hard-fought semi-final showdown.
Defeat would feel like going out in the group phase.
171.
By Barry.
Scott, you require 108.
Just tapping Taylor on the shoulder, saying, "I'm here, pal," and that is a disastrous dart. Can't finish. The 9 left, 99.
33. Barry, you require
He
88.
did win the advantage of throwing first by winning the bullseye in the practice room. That could be wiped out straight
Game
away.
shot on the first
This
leg.
is the only game of the
Barry
week where the
Vampire.
bullseye comes into play. You get to a point where you feel like you've
42.
achieved what you set out for the week or a minimum expectancy.
Barry,
and
you
then from
require
there,
100.
maybe this was his expectancy to get to this stage, go one better than last time when he reached the semi-final. But he's looking good at the moment, going two better, going all the way to
60.
picking up that trophy.
Scott, you require
Tried to go top,
122.
played it a little bit safe to make sure he left 40. Taylor needs a treble 18 for a dart at the bullseye. He's not getting it. And the final, maybe getting away
54.
from Taylor here.
Barry, you require 40.
This for a double break of throw.
Game shot on the third leg. Barry Vampire. Barry, you require 131.
To start this combination with a treble. And now he's slowing back down again. He's going back to that type that didn't work out too well. It wasn't the most successful for him, but it might be on this occasion.
115. Scott, you require 112.
Second dart there. Taylor, though, could take this out. Gives himself a go at tops.
Game
Credit
shot
to
on the
Scott
fourth
Taylor.
leg.
Stays
Scott
in the fight
Taylor.
with a ton-topping check out of his own. That was the first dart at double he'd had in this final.
Treble.
Can he win it with a big finish? Don't be tempted by the bullseye, Berry. Well, he wasn't, but he needs to find a treble, you would say.
52. Scott, you
Left a
require
really dodgy out shot there, in my
136.
mind.
The angle them darts was landing in the board as well would be a concern for me. Clearly not getting the
42.
release right. I think he might take a bit of time over this one because the release on that last visit was all off.
Barry, you require 98.
A bit of late night drama here at the Motor Super Series. Barry Vampire has the match at his mercy. 98 to book his place at Champions Week. Treble 18, or he could go for a double. He doesn't get the treble, so Scott Taylor
78.
will get the
Scott, you
opportunity
require
to
94.
force a decider. Treble 19 needed. Double 18.
58.
Well, the big crescendo, the big build-up from Barry Vampire.
Barry, you require 20.
Taylor not looking. Vampire not throwing. So much tension. He tries to wait until everything in his mind and his arm is present and correct. Double 10 to win the final.
Game, shots,
And it's
and the
brilliant.
match, and the
Barry
Motor Super
Vampire,
Series
who
Week 6
prevails
champion,
At the Super
Barry
Series.
Vampire.
He